In Susan Burton and Cari Lynn's poignant social justice memoir, Becoming Ms. Burton, From Prison to Recovery to Leading the Fight for Incarcerated Women, 2017, we are taken on a profound journey through Burton's life, which spans from being a prison inmate to emerging as a prominent advocate for reforming the justice system. Garnering acclaim as the recipient of the NAACP Image Award for Biography Autobiography in 2018, this book has received widespread critical acclaim. Susan Burton endured many years of incarceration and grappled with the challenges of reintegration into society upon her release. Her unwavering commitment is to assist women facing similar circumstances and to champion the cause of dignified treatment for female inmates. Becoming Ms. Burton marks her debut as an author. The narrative of Becoming Ms. Burton begins by shedding light on the profound issues plaguing women within the U.S. prison system. Burton underscores a disturbing reality, that many of these women were victims long before they became perpetrators. A significant number have endured sexual and physical abuse, with a disproportionate representation of Black and marginalized individuals among them. Having spent over 15 years within the U.S. prison system, Burton possesses a unique insight into these statistics and has devoted her life to addressing them. Burton delves into the rehabilitation and support services available to incarcerated women, ultimately concluding that these services are fundamentally inadequate. She highlights the harrowing predicament faced by many women upon release, as they find themselves without even a house key or identification. Reintegration into society becomes a daunting challenge, leaving these vulnerable individuals susceptible to exploitation and often forcing them back into the very lives they sought to escape. Burton astutely points out that the lack of support begins long before individuals enter the prison system. Drawing from her own childhood experiences, she vividly recalls living in a dilapidated house infested with rats, with food scarcity a grim reality. The presence of law enforcement was a frequent occurrence, but it was focused solely on interrogating her father regarding alleged crimes, turning a blind eye to the poverty and neglect unfolding in their midst. Burton grappled with a pervasive sense of worthlessness, believing herself undeserving of better treatment. Her experiences had instilled deep distrust of law enforcement and a skepticism toward authority figures, as they often failed to uphold justice. Additionally, she harbored resentment toward her mother, who she perceived as too proud to seek assistance when her father departed. With a dearth of support and limited options, Burton found herself ensnared in the destructive cycle of substance abuse, alcoholism, and prostitution during her teenage years. Amidst this turmoil, one law enforcement figure stood out as a beacon of trust for Burton: George, a bail bondsman. George was the sole individual who showed unwavering faith in her, believing that she could shape her destiny however she desired. When tragedy struck and her young son was tragically killed, leaving her despondent, it was George who convinced her that life was worth fighting for. His words remained etched in her memory, even as she faced incarceration for various offenses, including drug-related charges and forgery. Having recounted her early life, Burton reflects on her efforts to rebuild her existence post-incarceration. She eventually gained admission to a private drug treatment facility and secured a stable job. Acknowledging the immense privilege of these opportunities, she became determined to ensure that more women leaving prison would have access to similar chances. Consequently, Burton established and oversees safe homes and secure spaces for incarcerated women through her program, A New Way of Life. Her initiative aids women in surmounting the typical hurdles encountered upon reentry into society, such as battling drug dependencies, navigating scarce employment prospects, grappling with homelessness, and dealing with fragile family support networks. Notably, Burton emphasizes that her program proves to be a cost-effective alternative for the justice system compared to the recurrent cycle of women reentering and leaving prison. While currently confined to Los Angeles, she aspires to broaden her program's reach across the United States. She collaborates with other reentry programs throughout the nation to deliver an array of vital services to those in need. Thanks to these programs, numerous women are discovering fresh beginnings after serving their sentences and are in the process of reinventing themselves. Becoming Ms. Burton underscores the enduring impact of a criminal record on an individual and the way its consequences persist indefinitely. Former convicts confront the disheartening reality of being barred from numerous job and educational opportunities, grappling with poverty, anxiety, and depression as they navigate life post-incarceration, which can often feel overwhelmingly daunting. Burton sheds light on the heartbreaking toll inflicted on families needlessly torn apart by America's fractured judicial system. She passionately advocates for enhanced education and expanded opportunities for these women, firmly believing that educating and rehabilitating offenders proves to be more effective and cost-efficient than resorting to incarceration. Moreover, addressing the root causes of issues plaguing local communities, such as drug addiction, poverty, and neglect, holds the promise of reducing the initial number of individuals who become entangled in the criminal justice system. Crucially, Burton seeks to empower women with the understanding that their worth is not defined by their time spent in prison. She strives to convey that it is indeed possible to construct a new life, emphasizing that everyone deserves this opportunity. Incarceration, she asserts, should not be a source of shame and should not brand someone as inherently bad. Becoming Ms. Burton will resonate with both casual readers seeking deeper insights into the subject matter and individuals who have experienced incarceration themselves. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.